Homework 9, Section 5.2, the addition rule, complements video 1. In the last section, we defined event, outcome, probability, experiment, and we looked at various types of probability, both theoretical and empirical. In this next section, we're going to look at some compound events and the rules for calculating their probabilities. By a compound event, I mean an event formed by combining two or more events. And there's two main ways for combining a pair of events, with the word or with the word and. For example, let's say you draw a card from a deck of cards and I ask you what's the probability that you draw an ace. As we saw in the last video, that probability was 1 out of 13, which I believe was somewhere around 7%, I think. Or I could ask you what's the probability that you draw a diamond. And we also calculated that one, and it was 25%. But what if I ask you what's the probability that you draw a card that it's an ace or it's a diamond, or possibly both, meaning it's the ace of diamonds? Or I could ask you an and probability. What's the probability you draw a card and it is an ace and a diamond at the same time? If you think about it, that one's pretty easy. How many cards in the deck are the ace of diamonds? 1 out of 52. Those are examples of compound events, and we're going to be looking at the probability of each. The probability of A or B will mean the probability that A occurs, or B occurs, or both of them occur. So when you draw a card and I ask you what's the probability it's an ace or a diamond, it can be an ace, it can be a diamond, or it can be both. It could be the ace of diamonds. And we'll also be looking at the compound event and. The probability of A and B occurring literally means the probability that both A and B occur. We're also going to be looking at something called the complement of an event. The complement of an event A is the event where A does not occur, and it's denoted A with what looks like a power of C, but this is read A complement. So when you're asked the probability of A complement, you're being asked the probability that something does not occur. So for example, if the probability of drawing a diamond is 25%, what would the probability of diamond complement be? In other words, the probability that you don't draw a diamond. Well, gee, if there's a 25% chance that you draw a diamond, then there's a 75% chance that you don't. In this section, we're going to focus specifically on the probability of an or compound event and the probability of the complement of an event. For an and, we'll take a look at that in the next section. Not the next video, the next homework.